So I found this bunch of videos which are live with BR. He recently had a session and he was asked questions, and they are put in different videos. So the first one is Baradwaj Rangan on representation in films. So let's have a look. And if you haven't seen this video, I'll put the link in the description. You can check it out. Oh, Vikram music. This will get copyright.
How important do you think is representation in Tamil cinema, representation of the weaker section? Say, for example, J. Sethupathi did a fantastic job as Shilpa and Super Deluxe, but still a lot of Twitterati felt that it should have been done by an actual transgender. So, do you think here business takes prominence, or filmmakers, are they really concerned of representing weaker sections in Tamil cinema?
All right.
Tough question. The easy answer will be to say they should get a real transgender. But when you're making a film on a budget and you know that there is an actor who can deliver, even in Dallas Buyers Club, it was Jared Leto who played a trans woman, and Jared Leto is a cis male. And so you have this issue all over the world, whether you can play or not. The thing is, I come from a place, probably a very old-fashioned way of looking at it is, when you are acting, you are anyway not being yourself. The only, let's say
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm playing, let's say I'm a famous actor, right?
I always believe, art cannot be democratic, because it's not possible, because you want to attain something, making something, and you cannot be democratic about it. It's director's vision. He is like, what do you say? Like, he controls everything. It has to happen according to him. He's the authority. It's not like everyone votes how it should be. No, it's his vision. He has to deliver. Everything has to be according to him. So he's like, you can call a, let's not use that word. But you get my point. So that happens. Like, in acting is, being something you are not. Now, there are places where, you cannot cast a white guy to play a black guy, that makes no sense. Different race. But if you have enough actors, in black actors, then you cast from them, right? They don't need to cast a white actor. But when, so a situation like this, as you said, there's a budgetary thing that's separate. But then there's, can they find a transgender actor who can, fit that role very well? Then, because if that it doesn't fit the vision of the director, then you're just ruining the film just in the name of representation. There are moments where you just need a character, you can cast them themselves, then it's okay. But in such a film, you need to cast a right actor, not the right person according to society. That should be there.
That means, to be true to my representational status, the only person I can play is a middle class, upper caste, somewhat educated in somewhere else kind of person, like a character in a Gautam or a Maniratna movie or something like that. Anything else will be false. So when you're having Simbu, who's again like from a certain moneyed background and something like that, and a very moneyed background and somebody like that, coming and playing a character like Venduthanindathakadu, should you really take a man from that section of society and make him go through the journey? Or should you make this
makes sense
rich kid come and pretend to be this man? So if you extend that question, right now that question, I don't know why it's being asked only of gender and gender representation, because everything in cinema is make-believe, and with actors, everything is pretense.
Yep.
Simran is playing the mother and an adoptive mother in Kanathil Muttamital at a point where she's not even married. She doesn't even have biological children. She's pretending to be this other person. So how far are we going to take this logic if we say that certain people can, only people who belong to a particular community or section of society can play certain roles? Now, I'm not saying this is the right answer. I'm just saying this is my way of looking at it. So for me, I wish there was a wider pool of actors, that we were more accepting of trans actors, because it's not enough to cast a trans person. That person has to be a trans actor. They have to be able to play that role. To play that tunnel scene with Mishkin, where Shilpa admits what she did, where the Vijay Sethupathi character admits what she did in Mumbai in order to be able to afford her surgery, that takes serious acting. You know, like, can you find an actor like that? So the thing is now, that question is also there. Now you can tell me again that, okay, so why can't you give a casting call and call trans actors and do that? So this is an endless process. Another thing is, am I comfortable with this actor and I know that he can deliver? So there is all sorts of things, and for me, the root is when the profession itself is pretending to be somebody else. I don't have a problem with somebody pretending to be a trans person. Because then if we start digging down that tunnel and saying that
Then only actor what they are, they can only play that, right? Then there's no acting.
everybody should be representational of where they are from, then because I asked, I don't know if you know this actor called Tilottama Shume. She's a wonderful actor, and she's acted in beautiful movies like Kissa, and she was even in
Sir.
Monsoon Wedding thing. But she always gets called to play these domestic help kind of characters, or these thing. So I asked her, do you feel something inside you where you're able to, you're pretending to be in this movie? It's a movie with Nawazuddin Siddiqui. I forget the name of the movie now. I asked her, do you feel odd? Because on the one hand, you're going and pretending to be in a cold street, warming your hands over somebody's leftover coals with Nawazuddin Siddiqui, and when the director calls cut, you're going back into your AC caravan. Does that kind of a thing? Plus, at the end of it, for playing this poor person, you're getting to be on red carpets in film festivals across this world, and you
The
are
irony.
getting designer clothes and doing all this and kind of a thing. And she said, this really, really bothers me at times, because I'm appropriating somebody else's life and putting it on screen. The only way I'm able to justify it is that, at least through me, people are able to see what this other section of society is like. And so she's able to sleep at night. Because if you go to a house, it's a very posh house, right? It's like it's an actor's house. So this question is a very complicated question, and I think each one of us has to answer it for themselves. I don't think there can be a common answer.
Totally makes sense. It's, if you just start doing that, then why just stop at one place? Then why not the other things? And as I said, at some places you need to, like, when you have enough actors, as I said, for white and black thing. In US it used to happen, like it had happened. So that is problematic. For certain things, at the end, again, art is not democratic. It cannot be. That's the truth at the end. It's the vision of the director, what they want, that has to happen, no matter what the cost is. And the responsibility in society, I think society needs to get better themselves before questioning the films which are exactly the the reflection of themselves. So if in society we start accepting transgenders, everyone around us, we live in harmony, then it will showcase in our films too. So it has to start from society itself. But that was a good video. Let's check out the other one. Until then, like, subscribe, check out this video next, and I'll see you next time.